Always fun to have one of our extended family members come back and join us and play with us for a little bit. An amazing transformation on stage, going great for comedian, Queen of Mean, formerly Lisa Lampanelli.
Still Lisa Lampanelli.
Still Lisa Lampanelli, Queen of Mean. She's back with us this morning to talk about how she's gone from the Queen of Mean to the Queen of Meaning.
Yes. I'm so excited. I did not expect this transition to happen so slowly.
Well, let's talk about that.
Quickly. It's really insane.
Let's talk about it. You were, for many years now, and I don't say that like you're a horse that needs to be put down. But you were a comedian. You are a comedian who built quite a reputation for having this razor sharp wit and this takedown ability like an assassin to go out and just decimate somebody if necessary.
Yes.
But it really in this day and age there was quite a need for that, I would say, with all the roasts that you did.
Sure. I loved it, and for 31 years it was so much fun and great. And as you know, last November I said, you know what? I think I'm ready for a new challenge.
Okay, so
because it gets a little
why?
Too easy and a little too devoid of the real joy you feel when you're doing something new.
Did Lisa change, or did the world and comedy change around Lisa?
I think the world has changed, but for me it was that I changed, I think. I started becoming more aware of what I needed. When I looked in my calendar, I wanted to see something joyful jumping off the page.
Yeah.
And so the stuff I'm doing now, the storytelling shows and retreats and things, I'm like, oh, I see it in my book, and I can't wait. And that's how it used to feel with comedy.
I think you're on to something here. I think, and this is just my personal opine, I think the world has gotten a little crasser, a little meaner. I think we're, thanks to social media, we've gotten a little more able to just, show your claws more.
Right.
And as you do that enough, I think you go, well, wait a second, you have to find the good. And Lord knows that's what I try to teach my kids.
Yeah.
And I think that maybe a little bit of that in your transformation as well.
Totally happened, because I remember, when social media started, it was so harsh, and I was like, oh my God. And so I started working on myself more in order to deal with some of that stuff and the negativity. And I'm like, wait a minute, there's other things out there than just stand-up comedy.
So the light bulb goes off, and you say, you know what? Life coach.
Yeah, I know. It's so bizarre.
Do people, when they hear Lisa Lampanelli as a life coach, they go, I'm about to be punked?
Well, you know what's funny? They did at first, and now it's really weird, because Dr. Drew, when I announced it, had said, your only problem is you're going to be too busy. You're going to have too many clients. And then I it started taking off so quickly that I'm like, wow, now I'm overbooked. So how I feel is like, all right, that's a sign from the universe. I was always supposed to be doing this at this stage of my life.
What does a former Queen of Mean comedian tell somebody when they're sitting with you and trying to get a better grasp of their life?
Right. A lot of it is getting rid of the old beliefs that they have that hold them back. So we all have these messages and these thoughts that we tell ourselves, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm scared of failure, I'm scared of success.
Things that you saw firsthand as a comedian.
Oh, God, yeah. And also just as a person, even in personal relationships.
Sure.
And you try to really dissolve those thoughts. That's why I took a life coaching certification class that was so long. Because, you have to really have some tools to help these people.
You have to actually show that you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and also I have to do the work on myself.
Yeah.
So I self-coach every day.
Really?
Something happens that triggers me or annoys me. I'm like, okay, wait, what are you thinking?
Can you give me 10 seconds advance notice that I'll back away from the couch?
I haven't yelled in at least 3 hours.
An evening of good, fantastic. She's due. An evening of conversation and story with Lisa Lampanelli at the Ridgefield Playhouse in April.
Yes.
What do folks get that's different now, or is it more? Is it the old Lisa coming out every now and then?
Oh no, the storytelling shows are way different from comedy, stand-up comedy, in that it's more me and other people on stage telling our stories about weight and food and different things we're going through. But the good thing is they're funny stories.
Your friends.
Yeah. They're actors, comedians. And the great thing is, you don't, just because there's a point to a show doesn't mean you can't laugh. Because I can't take humor out of it, but I can have a story with a point. So I just love it. The Playhouse, it's going to be where people leave laughing and go, that was funnier than I thought it'd be. Plus, I got a little message that I'm okay.
And there's a little thought to it, absolutely. There's a lot more that Lisa Lampanelli is doing. When we say she's busy, we mean it. And we're going to talk to you more, because we're going to bring you out on the desk so we can have a little fun with you with Tim and Margot, because you're so great at it. And then at that point, we're going to talk about a retreat that you can be part of with the Queen of Meaning later on this year.
Thank you.
Always thrilled to see you.